Welcome to Hjärnarp, Sweden, the home of s.r.o and the production of linseed oil paint. Linseed oil paint is not only a durable paint of high quality, resulting in a beautiful finish, it is also a paint that is environmentally sustainable. All production in the factory is carried out in harmony with the environment and with particular focus on power consumption, which generally has a high environmental impact. Production takes place in bright, clean premises where it's difficult to differentiate between office space and the factory floor. Both are pleasant environments in which to work due to the amount of natural light that emits through the large, spacious windows and skylights, and which renders any extra lighting unnecessary, except of course during the dark winter season. Linseed oil paint is made mostly from natural materials. The linseed oil comes from locally grown flaxseed, and most of the colour pigments are natural minerals delivered from carefully selected suppliers in different parts of the world. Production is carried out by hand and requires a staff with years of experience, extensive knowledge and a high level of commitment. No assignment is considered too great or too small. We deliver paint for projects all over Europe, including the renovation of historically significant major buildings, as well as private homeowners who simply want to paint an outside door in a particular shade. Both cases necessitate the same high degree of craftsmanship and professionalism. However, it wasn't so much the paint that we wanted to discuss here, but rather how we make it in harmony with the environment. Ever since Gunnar Utterson started production in 1989, the environment has played a key role within the operations of the company. Here we see him on his way to the factory on his new electric bicycle that is charged using green electricity. The perfect vehicle for short distances to and from the factory or quick weekend excursions in the beautiful surroundings of Hjärnarp. By incorporating several different energy sources, the factory itself is self-sufficient. A display in the entrance hall shows just how much electricity is being produced at the moment and during the day. But exactly how is this environmentally friendly energy produced? The most obvious clue is the wind turbine, which for some years now has been a landmark in Hjärnarp. The wind blows almost constantly all year round over the surrounding plains, so there's no problem in its availability to drive the blades and produce generous amounts of energy. On the newly built production premises, the roofing is covered with solar cells that generate energy during daytime hours when the sun is up, particularly during the lighter season. And while we're up on the roof, you can also see that the roof of the original factory building is covered with sedum plants, a symbol of environmental thinking, as well as being a really charming and beautiful roof covering. The colour of the sedum varies according to the season and is always interesting to see. The walls of the original factory building are clad in brick. The bricks themselves come from an old outbuilding of one of the castles in the area. The patina of the old brickwork walls with its nuances of colour is truly stunning, and from an environmental aspect, these walls are made using recycled material. Made from stainless steel and designed somewhat futuristically, the ventilation hoods are a more modern-looking feature. However, it's not only their appearance that's interesting, but also their function, as the design allows the air extraction to be operated by the wind without the use of any extra energy. These ventilation units handle all the air extraction in the building. The latest addition in the production of energy comes from a geothermal plant that is located in a field behind the factory. The only visible evidence of it being there is the fact that the field has not yet had time to be cultivated. However, after next season, there will be no visible traces at all of the underground geothermal piping. The heat exchanger is very efficient and capable of handling all the heating requirements in the premises. The energy required to drive the heat pump is naturally supplied by the solar panels and wind turbine. So, as far as energy is concerned, we're virtually self-sufficient at s.r.o thanks to the sun, earth and wind. Assets that are naturally available in almost unlimited proportions as long as we take care of the environment in a rational way. However, perhaps the greatest resource the company has is its staff, a knowledgeable and dedicated team who are thoroughly environmentally aware. Here at s.r.o, we practice what we preach.